Hello students, session 7, we are going to see inference. What is an inference? It is a conclusion drawn on the basis of given facts. It is also an ability of a reader or listener to read in between the lines. Inference is always with respect to listener or reader, and more than one inference can be drawn on the basis of a given fact. Deriving inference in reading requires you to grab the meaning of a passage without being given all the information. Using clues, the author gives information about the plot, characters, setting, and time period. The readers have to take the clues and draw conclusions on the basis of the information given. Most inference questions require an inference not of the kind we typically make in our daily lives. The inference must be based solely on the passage. Try to understand it by an example. Fact: Anil has started devoting 15 hours to study seriously for an examination. Now, what can be said about Anil? This could be either Anil is a hardworking person, or Anil is likely to crack the examination, or Anil is much focused, determined, and has lots of patience, etc. All the above, you have conclusions drawn on the basis of the given fact or inferences. So, more than one inference can be drawn on the basis of the given fact. Question number 1 on part 1 inference. The directions are, in each of the questions, there is a passage given, and below each passage a question is given which has at least 5 options, and as an inference to the passage the right choice has to be chosen. Out of those 5 options, one will be the correct answer. Choose the appropriate action as your answer. Now let us go to question number 1. Every day after work, John took his muddy boots off on the steps of the front porch. Sia would have a fit if the boots made it so far as the welcome mat. He then took off his dusty overalls and threw them into a plastic garbage bag. Sia left a new garbage bag tied to the porch railing for him every morning. On his way to the house, he dropped the garbage bag off at the washing machine and went straight up the stairs to the shower as he was instructed. He would eat dinner with her after he was presentable, as Shia had often said. What type of job does John do? So you have options, either interesting or hectic or monotonous or disciplined or none of these. So from the given options, monotonous is following the same course of action repeatedly is monotony. The last lines of the passage defines the reason of John's job as he was instructed to do so. Thus, it can't be disciplined, and hence monotonous could be the right inference. Now, let us move to question number 2. Crack. Thunder struck and rain poured. Max stared blankly out of the window, trying to contain his emotions that raged like the weather. He was beginning to lose it. Dropping the kite from his hand, Max broke out into full sobs. His mother comforted him. There, Max, we will just find something else to do. She began to unpack the picnic basket that was on the counter and offered him a sandwich. Max snapped. I don't want a sandwich. A flash from the sky lit up the living room. Boom! Mom sighed. Why was the Max upset? You have options. He was tensed due to the bad weather, or he was scared of the thunder might strike his house down, or he was upset because he couldn't go out for the picnic with his mom due to the bad weather, or he didn't know to fly the kite, or he was haunted by the memories of his dead father. So, from the statement, what we can understand? He was upset because he couldn't go out for the picnic with his mom due to the bad weather. Because it has been mentioned in the passage that the mother unpacked the picnic basket and took out the sandwich, but the boy refused to have it. The event of unpacking the basket for picnic reflects the reason of the boy's sadness. So, obviously, he was upset because he couldn't go out. So, option 3 could be the right answer. Now, let us move to question number 3. Billy, mom called out as she walked in the front floor. Billy, she continued shouting, I sure could use some help with these groceries. There was still no reply. Mom walked into the kitchen to put the grocery bags down on the counter when she noticed shattered glass from the picture window all over the living room floor and a baseball not far from there. I am going to kill you, Billy, mom yelled to herself as she realized that Billy's shoes were gone. Why did Billy leave? Whether he didn't want to go with her mom for the shopping, or he wanted to play baseball with her mom, or he was lost to some place, or he just didn't want to be at home, or he had broken the glass by the hit of baseball, so he ran out of the house because of the fear being scolded by her mother. So the inference could be he had broken the glass by the hit of the baseball, so he ran out of the house because of the fear of being scolded by her mother, because the shoes of Tom were not present at the home. So that could be the reason, and hence option 5 could be the right answer. Question number 4. Today was a special day in Miss Phoenix's class. Some of the children were walking around the room, some of them were standing in small groups, and some of them were at their desks, putting finishing touches on cardboard mailboxes. After coloring a cool flame on the side of his race car mailbox, Johnny hopped off his chair, strutted over to Veronica's desk, and dropped a small white envelope into her Princess Castle mailbox. Veronica blushed and played with her hair. While this was happening, Bartleby was frantically trying to put a small white envelope into everyone's mailbox. After giving one to Miss Phoenix, Bartleby pulled out a medium-sized red envelope from his pocket. He blushed and tried to put it in Veronica's mailbox, but it wouldn't quite fit. Bartleby struggled with it for a few seconds and then ran off with the envelope. Veronica rolled her eyes and popped her gum. Which boy does Veronica like? Is it Johnny or Mr. Phoenix or Mr. Bartleby, or she is confused, or none? So from the given statement, so what can be the right choice as inference? So Johnny, because when he dropped the pink envelope in the Veronica's mailbox, she blushed and played with her hair. On the other hand, For battled by struggle, she rolled her eyes and popped the gum. So hence, the right choice would be Johnny as far as the inference of this question.